Hey, it's me, MLB, back with another chapter of Rapid Fate Online. This is chapter 78 and it's titled Spear 19. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. Thank you for coming to my inn, the owner stammered, suddenly put on the spot. Is there anything I can do for you? We're just here after some information about a team called the Blue Businessmen, Butterfly asked. I'm afraid I don't know them, the owner replied with a sorry look on his face. I only just started recently, and I've spent all my time here in the shop. I understand, Butterfly replied. Thank you anyway, we'll be going now. Come back any time, the owner said to you and Butterfly as you left. Now where to? You asked. I want to go and see if my old store is still going. Yes, let's check there, because the owner might know something about this group. You happily skipped ahead a little of your man and followed the memorised route to your old store on level 1. Oh, it's still a merchant shop, you said with excitement when you stopped on the corner. Butterfly smiled. He loved seeing you like this. Happily you went towards the doors and eagerly opened them. Welcome, a girl's voice greeted you. Hi, you said brightly as you walked in and looked around. I used to own this shop before I moved. A small girl with blue hair walked out from behind the counter and you grinned down at her. I'm so excited it's still a merchant shop. Yes, I like to sell things, she said with a smile. How long have you been here? You asked her, seeing her look behind you to Butterfly. Ack! She screeched when she recognised him. Butterfly? Hello, he said politely. This is a nice shop you have here. Yes, she stammered, walking around you to him. Is there anything you need? She asked, having to crane her head right back to look up at him. We're together, you said to her. We're actually working on a case of sorts. Do you know anything about the Blue Businessman? She looked from Butterfly to you and then back to Butterfly. I have, she said softly. What can you tell us about them? You asked her. She hung her head and avoided eye contact. I don't know a lot, but I don't want to get involved, she said. I just know they're bad people. How do you know they're bad? You asked her gently. Someone came in here and told me, she replied. They had everything taken from them and had to start again, she said, wringing her hands together nervously. You looked up at Butterfly and he looked at you. Everything was checking out. Do you know the name of the player who dealt with them firsthand? You asked her. She shook her head. Do you remember their name? She shook her head again. Listen, you said, crouching down so that you could look her in the eye. You know who Butterfly is, yes? She nodded. Well, we're going to take care of those mean people and take them down and make them pay for all the wrong that they've done. But we can't do that if we don't have any information. Butterfly is strong enough to take all of them on in one go. So if you're worried that they'll come after you for giving us information, then you don't need to be worried. If anything ever happens, you can just call on us. That's right, Butterfly said. She looked up at him and then to you and chewed on her bottom lip before conceding. Spear 19. The player's name is Spear 19. Thank you, he said gratefully to her. You've done the right thing. Do you know where Spear 19 is? She shook her head. No, but I don't think he's far. He only came in a day or so ago, so he's not strong enough to go outside of level 1 or 2. Well, that's good. We'll look for him then, you said as he reached out and patted her shoulder. Don't worry. No one knows that we've spoken to you, but let us do know if anything suspicious happens, okay? She nodded again, making a little more eye contact now. You stood up and nodded to Butterfly. We're gonna go kick some butt. Well, try to, you added with a sheepish grin. We'll go and find this player first. The girl nodded and watched you leave, an uneasy feeling swirling in her gut. Now, how to find this player, you said to Butterfly. Would people know this person? As you walked down the cobblestone street, you saw a group of players coming towards you. Hey, you called to them. Do you know a player by the name of Spear 19? Nope, one replied to you. Okay, you said, letting them go and then turning to Butterfly. I mean, we could just ask everyone we come across if they know a Spear 19 until we find the person. Further on you walked, stopping people randomly, but no one knew this player. This is going to take a month, you grumbled. Guess we could just ask in the forum, but I doubt we'd get a reply. Just then a bread cart came along and you stopped the driver. "Hi, we're looking for a player named Spear 19, you said to the guy. "Would you have seen that name by chance?" "Yes, actually," the driver replied. "I see a lot of players' names in my travel, and I do remember that one. He was back in the center of town." He pointed. "How long ago? Just recently?" you asked. "Yes, not even 10 minutes ago," he said. "Oh, awesome. Thank you. Have a good day." And with that you took off, calling for Butterfly to follow you as you ran to the center of town again. There were a lot more people milling around there now, and you sped through the crowds, looking at all the usernames. "Damn it," you grumbled, when it was getting harder and harder to find this person. "Okay, you know what? Screw this." Marching with purpose, you climbed up onto the statue in the middle of the open area and cupped your hands to your mouth. "Player Spear 19, are you here?" Your voice echoed around the chatter and general hubbub of the town, and some of the noise quietened as people turned to see this Looney Tune who was hanging off the statue shouting at people. When no one replied, you sighed and got down, walking back to Butterfly, who had a shocked look on his face. "Ugh, I was hoping that would be helpful in finding Spear 19, but he mustn't be here anymore," you sighed. Just then a voice spoke. "Are you looking for me?" There ends chapter 78. Stay tuned for chapter 79.